Oh, my little thing. Testing. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. The pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. Not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am lying. I am lying. I am lying. Welcome in, everyone. I am lying. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside. All right. Oh. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. You still have time to invite somebody else in. Share the link with someone. Like, hey, check this out. I am divinity divine. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. So glad to have y'all here with me today. So happy. Please let me know if you can hear me. We're working on some technical things. So I want to make sure that everyone will be able to hear me. So if you can, just put a thumbs up or like, hey, I can hear you. Okay. Welcome in. I am so glad to be here with you all on this. This is the last Monday in the month, y'all. The last Monday. And I know some of you were like, oh, well, this the last one. No, we're going to continue to talk about family because, okay, cool. Thank you. I know we were still talking about family and things like that. I just want to give y'all an update. So I went to an event, a Rosebud Ministries event on yesterday. And I got a chance to tell the full story of between the loss that I experienced from losing Jazar. It was called a Rosebud. It was the Rosebud Ministries, a collective of women that came together to talk about loss and grief. And it was an amazing experience. I was one of the panelists on there. It was amazing. For those that were able to attend, for those that you'll probably see the pictures later, but yeah, it was insightful because as I continue to step out, I don't know what it looks like to step out, but like I said, I'm gonna always be obedient in that manner. All right. So by this being the last Monday in the month, how far have y'all gotten with self-care? What have y'all been doing? Have y'all been trying something new, trying something different? Like, let me know what it is that you've been doing. I'm excited because I done finished up the Consumed by Fire book, and now moving on to another book. So yeah, if y'all have some book suggestions, I would definitely take them. I'm enjoying reading, and that was one of the goals that I said I wanted to start reading more, and I have. I'm so excited. Um, yeah, so let's see what else. I have not worked out. I didn't work out last week. I was supposed to, but I didn't. I think I let the rain get to me, and then I was feeling a little bit under the weather a little bit. Um, with my throat bothering me and things like that. But I plan to pick it back up. This is a whole nother week, so no excuses. We go keep forward and keep doing what we have to do. I actually met a new young lady on yesterday who is going to be joining in with Step Out. I'm so excited for the new ladies that are joining in, that are tuning in. I'm so excited to have y'all join in because, like I said, this is a network for women to come together to be able to, talk and express these various things that's going on in society, that's going on, things that's going on in our own bodies, health challenges we maybe haven't going on in our bodies. We have to talk about it and to know that you're not alone. I've had quite some great experiences since last week. Um, as I told y'all last week, I had a surprise for y'all. I'm still waiting. Okay, we're gonna wait a little bit longer because I want to get the um the rest of the things out the way. Okay, so we know that. Let me see. Let me find it. Let me pull it up for y'all. So from the just what we was talking about already, dealing with family. So family can come in various forms. You could be a oh yeah, disclaimer. This is for ages 18 and up, not for young children. I know younger children have social media and things like that. This is not for y'all. If your mother or parent did not approve, guardian did not approve you to watch this, please skip ahead. Okay. So we were talking about family. What is family? Family can come in various shapes and sizes. We have traditional families, we have non-traditional families, we have toxic families, we have unhealthy families. There's all different types of family. Um, and so let's see what else. The traditional family, just giving an example because we're going to have something special going on later. And I want y'all to remember this and keep it of what the general idea of what family is. And actually think about yourselves as far as like what is it that you know, consider yourself being traditional versus non-traditional. And don't think that I forgot, y'all. Y'all had homework. Don't think that I forgot that y'all had homework. So I want to know how that went as well. But let me bag up here. Let me bag up here because I know I gave some amazing. Y'all thought I forgot. See, I know what y'all used to do in school. Nobody was like, oh, nobody sent me how the homework was going. Nobody said anything. So I'm thank you, Holy Spirit, for bringing it up because y'all was trying to get away. Y'all were trying to get away, and we're not gonna have that because we got to hold each other accountable, y'all. We got to hold each other accountable. One of the let me see, is this one? I know one of them was dealing with the house. I did for those that did ask me about sending it to them. I did send it out to emailed it to the ones that asked me for it, so that way y'all be able to have it. But if you didn't get it, let me know, and there's still time for you to fill it out because I really want y'all to work through these homework assignments. It's not just for me to just be putting it out there. It helps you to kind of put things in perspective in your life. One of them was one of them was the boundary range. So how many of y'all were able to put people to see kind of like what your families look like, right? Or who you consider that pours into you and you pour into them. What? And I would have gave an example, but mine is personal to me. But I can give some. I'll give some examples. So in an inner circle, I would say my husband. Y'all know my husband and my children, of course. Um, an example of someone that I would probably say in the middle circle, probably like a coworker. If I'm not that close to them, like you'll be in the outside. If it's someone that I really, really don't know, they just pop up every now and then. You in the outer circle, like you and you don't. Now, them people that only pop up when they want stuff too, them people in the outer circle, because you don't really deal with me. You're just trying to take from me, and you have to be watchful of those too. The sneaky people. Be careful of the sneaky people. Okay. So yeah, I really want y'all to work on that and to see kind of like where your ranges look like when it comes to the people that you pour into. Because let me tell you, this will help you to put people literally in their place. Put people in their place. The people that's not in your inner circle that don't really mess with you like that, but yet they keep coming around, like them people, like nah. I'm gonna put y'all in the outer circle. Family, I think probably I would say because my immediate family, which is my husband, my children, are kind of like close to me, then I would probably put them in the probably in the inner. No one. Let me get this straight. In my circle where it says you, no one but me and Yahweh. I need to have a relationship with the Father. That is me and him, because when everybody else in them circles get on my nerve, or and this y'all heard me say this, when the people in them outer circles, you can't get in contact with them, or they ghost you, or they got their own problems going on. So you need to have somebody in that circle with you that you know without a shadow of a doubt that's gonna be there for you, that's gonna answer for you. That can be your sister, mama, daddy, best friend, your cousin, your pastor, whoever. Because sometimes, let's be honest, the people that you try to get in contact with, you may not always can get in contact with them because life be lifing, right? So you need to make sure that you have somebody that you can count on in that circle with you, whether it be you and your spouse or you and, it just depends. But for me, I just chose to have the Father, because I know that sometimes when my husband don't want to be bothered or my children don't want to be bothered with me, I know for a fact that I can always go to the Father. Okay. So I hope y'all have been working on it. I hope so. But if not, you still have time. You don't know. I might give out a special self care basket for the ones that can actually complete the circles. So work on it. Work on it. All right. The second homework that we had. Let me pull it up really quickly. Really quickly. The second homework that we had was the house, right? And I remember we was talking about that. So with the house, I'm trying to find it now because I did have it, and then it just went away. How dare you? All right, let me see. All right, the house. So on the house, you're supposed to, there's instructions that was given, right? And on those instructions that was given, it was up to you to decide, like, also, it's almost like the boundary range one, but also to help you see, like, who, like, what is your foundation made of? What are your walls made of? Who are the people that's holding up the walls in your life? Who are the people that consider the windows or the chimney in the house? Let me find it for y'all. Let me find it for y'all. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's see. Um. All right, I'm looking for it. But until then, we're not about to waste time on that. But I hope y'all are taking advantage of your self care, for real, for real. Because if you don't do it, you can't. Nobody else gonna be able to do it but you. Like, you have to figure out who's in your circle. What does your walls consist of? Who's going to help you out in those tough times? Let's be real, because times do get tough. I'm not saying that. And while you may be going through your ordeal or things you're going through, somebody else may be going through something similar, or somebody else might just came out of what you went through. So we have to be open. You have to be open and receptive to that. You can't just close, and that's something that I learned growing up. that you can't always keep things to yourself. Some things you gotta share. You gotta be able to help other people. Okay. So let me see you all. I'm still trying to, I don't know what happened to it. Okay. I don't know what, I'm gonna bring it on at the very tail end. Okay. But if y'all have it, please share it with somebody else so that way they'll be able to bring it in. Okay. All right. So while we're doing that, let's get into it, right? Family. So we know family is everything. Them are some of the things we were taught. Family is important. Yes, absolutely. Um, you can't do nothing without family. What goes on the family stays in the family, right? Deep darkest secrets, things that you probably need to share but you don't, because whatever goes, it's like a Vegas rule, whatever goes in the family stays in the family. And we don't want to hold on to things that are damaging us, that are not helping us, that are hindering us, especially hindering our growth and where we're supposed to be going. I had to literally remove myself from certain situations and certain people because I wanted to grow. Now, mind you, some people say, "Oh, you can grow with this." You can't grow with everybody. You can't grow with everybody. Everybody's not meant for you. Everybody's not is not trying to help you. Everybody's not trying to pour into you. Some people are there to pray, PREY, on you. Some people are there to try to kind of like, mess up what you got going on. They try to throw a monkey wrench into what you got going on, like everybody. And that's why I tell you, my circle is very, very small. The people that I deal with, the people that I encounter are very, very small. Not everybody has access to me. And even now, I'm still learning like snake people, like sneaky people that's trying to like really, and then the people that don't mean you no good. Okay. All right. So I want y'all to be mindful of that, right? Also of non-traditional family. What we said non-traditional family was single parent households, blended families. Um, if the child said the grandparent, there's all types of families. Family does not have to be the people that you grew up with. Family does not have to be just your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, whoever was in that family. Family can be. I know some people that have actually built families with like coworkers or friends and things like that. Like you just never like you do not want to block that blessing, because I know some people, like I said, our family grew up where we had foster children and they didn't have anybody else. Sometimes their families just like completely left them. But they, you always know you have I don't know why Toy Story, you have a friend in me, you have a family in me. Okay. All right. So just be mindful. Don't try to shut people down. Like I definitely agree, discernment is in order because you don't want to have access. You want everybody to have access to you. Okay. You have to be able to put people in their place and where they belong. Um, do not be the glue that try to hold everything together and everybody together, because guess what? When that glue comes apart, and it will, through and let's talk about in life. So we talk about this where glue has ability to come apart. How? Let's go through it. Heat. Some glues, heat can unbind what's been brought together. They have solvents. They have warm soapy water. It depending on the type of glue that you're dealing with. Do not, and this is why I'm telling you, because I used to try to be, oh yeah, I wanna keep this thing together. I remember even like growing up, and I had like, how many of y'all still friends, like your friends from middle school, high school, elementary? Like some people have like lifelong friends. I had one friend from elementary. I had one friend from middle school, and I did have a friend from high school. And it's like, but the people, the group that you surround yourself with, even in high school, like high school is like that's the place where you develop who you are. You have social, you have the groups, right? You have the jocks, you have the nerds, you have the theater arts people, you have the band people, you have the choir, you have all these different people. How many of y'all are still friends or know or like entangled with them like even now? I can only count on one hand because, like I said, only I literally have one person from each phase of my life that I encounter or I deal with. Now, mind you, out of those people, I'm probably down to maybe one. Yeah. And that's just me being discerning and me trying to figure, okay, what is this? And don't get me wrong, relationships fail all the time. Relationships fail when you are, you know, trying to build bonds and things like that. Like I remember I used to call my in high school, like, oh yeah, that's my sis, that's my sis. Baby, sis ain't even here no more. How about that? Like, sis ain't even here no more. Okay. So just be mindful, y'all. Be mindful of who you allow in your circle. I'm not saying that everybody's out to get you, but everybody does not have your best interest at heart as well. But there's some genuine people out there. All right. All right. So let's be mindful of that. Um, also remember that what's holding you together can also come apart. So don't try to be that. Sally was the person that held the family together. But when Sally died, guess what? Who else is gonna hold that family together? It's not for somebody to pick up the baton. You have to have your own type of glue. Like what type of glue? What type of bondage are you? Like, do people like being around you? Do people like, I gotta move, I gotta do? Decide the type of people that you want around you, because those people that are actually for you, they'll stick around forever. I guarantee you that. All right. Various quotes about family. The best family is what you make, not the one you were born with, right? A lot of times, most times, even with that, people create families out in workplaces, at church. Like I have my church family, and I love them to life. I love my church family. Can't nobody touch them. Okay. But that's my church family. Them the people that I've grown closer to. My children have grown closer to. My children know them. Like we have different types of family. Family. That's why I keep saying family is not the people that you're born into, but the people that you choose to be in your life, and you want to make sure that you're choosing correctly. Okay. All right. Give me one moment, and I will be back. I told you I had a surprise, and I'm gonna go get the surprise. Okay. All right. All right. So, being mindful of family. Okay. I thought it would be a great idea. Let me. I thought it'd be a great idea to have my family on, not my, not my marriage, not my family by marriage, right? But my family is not gonna be my mom, my dad. Where they at? They coming? Okay. They want an intro, y'all. So hold on, let me get them an intro. There we go. We got them a song. Come on in. Yeah. You can see right here. I have my big sister who's here joining us in. You gotta come in, Simone, so they can see it. So they can see it. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in, but you gotta leave that. I'm gonna take you down. Oh my god. We have my brother coming as well. He's gonna come in. You gotta come in and get close. All right, y'all. Welcome my family, my siblings. My siblings. These are my siblings. I'm gonna give y'all some mics too. But I'm gonna talk on one. There you go. All right, these are my siblings. This is my oldest sister. Go ahead and say hi.
Hello.
And I have my older brother. Remember I told y'all I was the baby, right?
Pizza. Hi.
That's my brother. All right. So I thought what a better way to end talk. Well, we're not going this is just one segment of really Reggie. You know it's Reggie. It's Reggie. Mm-hmm. All right. So how we gonna start it off is I know y'all seen the little, so just so y'all can get to know my family, right? My siblings. I wasn't gonna bring my mom and my dad them on here because they're not gonna do that. We'll go talk about family with my siblings. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do a sibling. We're gonna do a small sibling check. A small sibling check. Thank y'all. Thank you. Whoop. Hype them up. They stepping out with us today. Whoop.
Hype it up. Hype it up.
All right. All right. So we're gonna do a sibling check. If y'all seen it and y'all know it, then y'all know how it's about to go. If y'all know me and my siblings, if you get us all together, we gonna have some fun. That's what we gonna do. And yet we gonna keep it professional. All right. All right. So we're gonna do this. So we're gonna point how the game goes is I'm gonna ask a question and we're gonna point to whoever it was growing up. This is based off of our sibling check, okay? All right. So who growing up, who was the meanest?
No. We all showed love.
It was my sister. She was the meanest. No. Who was the loudest?
It had to be Reggie. It was Reggie. Kind of soft spoken.
Yeah, we were very soft spoken.
With an S.
All right. Who was the most caring? I'm gonna say my sister.
I was.
What did you care about? Okay.
All right. I told you we're gonna have some fun. Who was the sneakiest? I get it to me. I was the sneakiest girl.
The word goes to you.
Mm. Who got in trouble the most?
The word goes to Reginald.
The most. Who has the worst attitude? Who had the worst attitude?
I grew up out of it, but it's now you. It's shifted that way.
The worst attitude. Who got the most whoopings growing up?
Richie.
My brother. Hands down, was my brother. All right. So now we're about to get into some real juicy topics, y'all.
The tea. Clocking the tea.
Oh, wow. Fingers.
I don't know about all that. Okay. All right. So some people may want to get to know us a little bit more just based off from the sibling check. So we're going to use the mics because so everyone can be able to hear us. Everybody can hear us clear. Let us know because we want to make sure y'all get the details of everything. All right. So we already talked about who got in trouble the most growing up, which was my brother. What were some of the things that you got in trouble for?
Basically, as the Bible said, being disobedient.
What? Being disobedient?
Disobedient to my parents.
Being disobedient to his parents. Okay.
I'll tell y'all the real truth. I got the real tea. The real tea is I got a whooping for having my shoestrings untied. I didn't tell you about that story. Let me tell you.
We're not going far. We're not going.
No.
He got in trouble the most. He was the only one that caused the most trouble. Like he just loved getting in trouble. You say trouble, that's his name. Yep, can't get right. All right. So let's see. What was some of the most funnest moments you remember growing up?
Family time.
Yes, most definitely family time. The trips, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Me hollering in the room from getting in trouble. That's the best time sometimes. Like,
what?
No, never mind. We go on the Alaskan cruise. This is, you know what I'm saying? We went to
Disneyland.
Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, we did. We went on a lot of trips.
And we went to a lot of trips doing church, too, especially to the drill team competitions. That was the best one.
Yeah, we went to L.A.
You know what I'm saying? We went to, you know what I'm saying, to really to compete for everybody else. I mean, we didn't go down there to have fun. To have fun, but we went down there to compete, though. So that was like the best times, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We actually traveled to, you know what I'm saying, really to show people what we really about, you know, all over the world, you know what I'm saying? Sure, and we were just a small people, you know what I'm saying? But sure, we traveled a lot, though, facts. You know, because we had big hearts.
I think the one thing I remember most, is water fights.
Oh man, Niecy threw up on water fights. You know, she thinks she was always drowning.
Oh, Daddy did try to drown me with the water hose in the front yard.
Water hose.
And I was laughing. And
like it was like she was in a pool of water.
I was drowning.
Water fights started based off of games. So whoever was losing.
Oh, I didn't bathe that day either. I'm just kidding. I do that sometimes.
So anyway, so we had a lot of. So would y'all consider like us growing up was more like traditional family?
Yeah, it was traditional.
You say it was
It was
traditional?
traditional.
I would have to ask how do you define traditional?
Okay, so how we define tradition? Remember I told y'all we was go make sure we have it all put in there. So traditional, a family structure that consists of a man, a woman, and one or more of their biological adopted children. So that's the general definition of traditional.
So yes, I would say we grew up in a traditional.
Yeah, we did. It was more
home.
Yeah.
It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were
So
blessed to have both parents.
Yeah. So what would you identify as a traditional family?
Huh?
What would you? I mean, because you said what is traditional. So what would you
Well,
see?
because to some people, you know, you have to also look at the fact that, like, for instance, my husband, he would consider it traditional because he only had his mother in his home.
Okay.
So it just depends on how you view it. So going into my marriage, it was kind of different. You know, it was kind of
Yeah.
it was kind of a battle at first because it's him understanding what I perceived as what should be how things should run because I grew up in a 2-parent household and how he feels that things should be run because I mean to him it was fine. You know, they grew up in a pretty normal situation outside of not having a father present, but so yeah, it just depends.
And you said traditional? You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I would say we grew up traditional only because like I guess like in my head I'm like all the traditions that we always did like Christmases and going to church and all that stuff. Yeah, and that's what in my head being the youngest I was like, oh, that's traditional. Come here some a little bit. All right, so let's see. What is one thing you remembered about growing up that you will never forget?
Good or bad?
Oh, a positive or negative?
Positive or negative, whatever you want to share it with.
Positive part, I'm gonna do a majority positive, but I going to church a lot.
That's you consider that positive?
Yes, that's positive.
That you went to church. That was something that you would never forget.
Yes, facts. Because at the end of the day, sure, we went a lot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had a lot of fun on the side of church, but majority of the time when you're trying to redirect children, you know what I'm saying, and put them on a path in which, you know what I'm saying, they won't have to veer off from. Yeah, he was in church a lot, G. That's one of the positive things about it. Because at the end of the day, I could have been doing something else on crack or something, smoking meth. But I'm just stating the fact, though. You know
I would agree with him because, I mean, church is your foundation. So it is. So, kind of go back to it.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You can never leave.
Growing up, I was like, that was a negative thing. Going to church so much. I despise going to church. I said when I grew up, I was not going to church and my children weren't going to church.
Yeah, I said that too. And as a matter of fact, I lived up to what I said because I get stopped.
Yeah,
for a little while.
But you know, it is still memorable though because to see that we're all still in church. So that I said I wasn't going back. Yeah. I still end up going because it was a pivotal foundation for me to be able to set me up for something better and to go higher. So I definitely agree with that.
I don't take that away from no PK kid. You know what I'm saying? Let that be the fun.
Oh yeah, we are PKs.
We are born and raised in this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We walk as such, and we're different because of that. And we got to realize that we're different because of that, y'all. Of the foundation, traditions that we was brought up on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't take, due to the fact that I was the most hard-headed child, I still take those things, you know what I'm saying, to my heart, to how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? I don't take that away from my parents at all. Yeah. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I give them their props to the fact is that I could have been doing something else. You know what I'm saying? By the way, how my mental is, you know what I'm saying? I could have went the other way, but, you know what I'm saying? Because of how my daddy, you know what I'm saying, founded me and molded me mentally, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty fond of the fact that how he, you know what I'm saying, he brought me this way. I like it. I like it. I like it.
I think I could kind of agree with that as well. Yeah. Shanique was saying you might not understand the value of going when you're younger, but the older you get, you'll appreciate the church and going a whole lot. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm like, dang, YPWW Sunday school.
I don't know.
Oh man,
Tuesday night choir rehearsal again. But now I run, baby. I run. Listen. Oh, you need me where? Okay, here I come.
And listen, and
call me up.
And the children's on too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta get a little bit of this.
Oh yeah. And they might.
Shut up again.
Yeah. I would definitely say the same
y'all gonna
thing.
live through all that training and teaching and going through church and back and forth. Y'all not gonna sit there and die.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be living just like us, 40 years and plus.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, don't take it no negative part of going to church every day. It's not. You gonna learn from it. You see a lot of 50-year-old people these days in time pass up time. Man, I was in church. I was an usher. I was a deacon. You know, and I passed out the coffee. I'm like, bro, you know, you get a good service. Hey, those are the times at the end of the day, and those would not leave you. At the end of the day, those type of trains won't leave you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So therefore, don't take that into a negative viewpoint as far as, you know what I'm saying, knowing that you went to church.
Yeah. I would say the same thing. Because I think growing up, and the same thing that kind of goes with Artisha was saying, is that growing up, like, we despise those small beginnings, and we're like, we resent it. Even when it comes to getting whoopings as a child, I'm like, oh nah, you abuse. You know, they say abuse now. But I'm just like, we still here. We still here. Like
slavery beating.
And then one thing that I was sharing with them as well is that our family was so, I'm not gonna say traditional, but kind of non-traditional too, because we actually took in foster children that are still a part of our lives, even more so now too. And that's something that we take to heart very dearly. They were literally our siblings, and they were going everywhere with us. I'll probably bring maybe one, maybe not. Yeah. My little play brother, my foster brother has the big head, so we ain't gonna bring him on here. But
bring him. That's the one that can tell you everything.
No, we don't need him to say nothing. Yeah, we're gonna leave him where he is. All right, so we know that not all families are perfect. There are some rocky moments. What would be one word you would describe our childhood in those rocky moments?
I want me to explain it again?
No.
Okay.
I can say in the rocky moments you're confused. There were a lot of times, you know, in the moment, I guess, because I was like the test child, I call myself sometimes, because I had to go through a lot, and my siblings seen a lot that I went through while I was trying to find myself. So those rocky moments, you know, I don't know. I was just kind of trying to find myself, basically trying to find myself as an individual. So I was confused a lot. Yeah. So in a lot of times, and I think as I grew older, I guess everything became a little more clear to me. So I was really confused because I had a lot of questions that nobody really could answer, or I had questions that I didn't want to ask.
Yeah.
So that I didn't feel comfortable asking. I just kind of, I'm still like that now. Like I figured it out on my own. But as I'm trying to figure it out on my own, other people are looking at me like, okay, what's your problem? Like,
yeah.
You know? So I mean, I was just confused a lot. And I didn't get clarity. And it's partially, to be honest, partially some of that is my fault, because even as a child, my mom used to tell me in school, the teachers were like, "Oh, she's just such a nice girl in class, and you know, she makes good grades. But if she has questions, she never asks." And I won't. I'll figure it out. Like if you're not gonna just tell me what it is, then I'm not. I'll just figure it out on my own. I'm kind of pig-headed that way. So I was confused a lot. So I didn't want to ask questions.
That's even. Were you?
No, I was.
You was inquisitive.
You tried.
I was doing at the day. Ain't no rocky moment. Hey, I faced those and took accountability for what I did.
Oh
yeah, that explains why the person that got in trouble the most.
How long did it take you to do that? How long did it take you to take accountability?
I'm putting it like that. It took me. I ain't gonna lie. It took me 35 years to take accountability, and I'm 38.
How old are you now?
So
exactly.
At the end of the day, it took me a while to grow. You know what I'm saying? Growing pains takes years, months.
Absolutely,
and it takes overnight, or as my dad say, midnight oil.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so that you gonna get there. But I can thank God that I am there now. You know, so I can go to my dad and say, you know what, you were right, little fella. You know what I'm saying? I can go to him telling me.
He ain't gonna agree with little fella, but
you know what I'm saying? He's smart.
My daddy don't play that. My daddy don't play that.
Conversation is dismissed.
Yeah.
that's how we come. We say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? You were right though. You know what I'm saying? Everything you were saying came true. So rocky moment, yeah, you're not gonna misunderstand it. Yeah, no, you're not gonna understand. You're gonna have some misunderstandings, but they're guaranteed you're gonna find time when you're gonna sit down and like, you know what? This all look familiar, and whatever they told me goes with this situation.
Absolutely.
You know what? I've had some of those moments.
I have
too.
a lot of those moments.
I had some of those moments.
So you know what? Yeah, I found myself crying and like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like, really?
Yeah.
And I had to go. I done
agree.
the same thing you did, Richie. Like, I'll go back to mom and dad. I'll be like,
Man, but wait, that's one thing that they always said when we were like, you go one day, it ain't gonna be the day. You gonna say, Mama was right.
You know,
Mama was right.
Say that because you know they say Granny used to say the same thing to me, and then
that's that. Yeah,
it actually happens. Like,
yeah,
that lady.
Yeah,
rest her soul, but Jesus, she was right.
Yeah. And you may not say the day tomorrow, but you gonna say, "Mama told me," and I promise you, I have a lot of those moments.
And what Daddy say, it'll come up again.
Yeah, and I despise that. I'm like, why did you say that?
Because he knows these things. My daddy knows these things.
How does he know?
Man,
because he's been here before. It's the experience and the life situation,
the knowledge,
and and we'll be able to get it to our kids.
Absolutely,
and that's what's so interesting about the whole situation. Like, we go through these things, and now we telling our kids the same thing our parents told us, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, we're not just saying it just to be saying it. Y'all, like, I'm serious. Like,
it works.
Like,
it works.
Listen, but we didn't listen.
we didn't listen. We had to go through some stuff before we listened.
Hit some brick walls.
Yeah.
We all gonna hit brick walls. We all PK kids. We gonna hit a brick wall.
But you know what? Most people say that a lot of times that when they teach you, and if you don't take it on, then that's something that people say, oh, you'll get it eventually. But instead of getting it right then and there, because you're thinking, oh, like even going up to college, like, oh, we want to have fun. We want to explore everything. But like, oh, no, get your education. Like now, even in school, like I'm kicking myself in the butt because I'm like, I wish I would have took math a whole lot seriously. I wish that I would. My dad cut me off at junior year. He was like, okay, no more fun time. You need to start working on college applications. You need to start doing that. Like, yeah, my dad was like, I used to call him, I used to think they were overbearing.
In college?
No, in general.
Oh. Well, you was the baby.
So I was the baby, but I took out a lot of wrong.
Yeah, and
y'all too.
I can't stand it. At the end of the day,
we love you. And that's what I mentioned before. Yeah, I mentioned that before.
You needed that type of pressure. Look how I turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, all that pressure you complaining about that you was getting.
All the stuff that we went for no reason. That's all I'm saying.
Huh, clock that.
And that is all for today.
You know what I mean?
Product right here.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So let's go a step further. Okay. About our own family. So we are all married. How long have you been married?
Everybody turned their head. I've been married 3 years. No, 2 years. 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. 25.
You better say a lot. That's why I see this.
My wife looking at this, y'all. Hey, baby. I love you, Janiqua.
For me,
3 years.
Okay, how long have you been married?
Well, my answer is a little complicated.
Okay.
Give me that. Stop being shy.
What is the number?
It's a number. Don't be shy.
Not dated, married.
Married. Come on, you got it.
Stop playing.
Come on, the butterfly loves you. Come on.
Like, let's see, my baby is 16.
She about to.
Oh Lord, don't take me that far back.
She don't even know.
Like, no, really, like maybe like 10.
See, good 10 years, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
I only been married. I just made 7 years on the 12th of this month.
What? Shut your mouth.
Yeah, because you got married like a couple years after me.
Yeah. Yeah. 7 years.
What?
So
they faithful.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
All right. So coming from a kind of sort of traditional background, would you consider your homes with your spouse to be traditional or more in the untraditional?
Well, to us, it's traditional.
Okay. Well, but yeah, you build your own tradition.
Yeah, you build your own. Absolutely. So to us, so if you're asking, is it the same tradition as we were growing up, it's a no.
No.
Okay.
It's no. It's totally different.
Timing is different. Yeah.
The day.
Yeah, I
timing
mean, timing go.
Yeah, times have changed.
It ain't never be
However,
the same.
do I implement things?
Yes.
That I was, taught in the home at the homestead. Absolutely.
Yes.
But I kind of
change some of the methods.
Absolutely. There you go.
Modify
some.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Modify
it to your.
Yes.
To yours.
Cutting out the strap of my shoes. Yeah. We ought to cut
now,
out.
Is it perfect? Probably not. But
yeah,
it's conducive for me and my husband.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have to understand. That part. So here's the thing.
Facts.
In our traditional homes, we were raised in a Christian home. Both our parents were saved. No castigation to anybody. So both parents were saved. We went to church all the time. So in my household, I love my husband and nobody can talk about him. Okay.
Better not.
Yeah, right. So he's not in church, right? So it's more me as a spiritual leader in my household than it is my husband. So to us, to my kids, if you ask them, they'll tell you it's the perfect home. Right. Yeah. But to us, it's like that's not normal because y'all don't. He ain't saved. Y'all don't go to church every day. Y'all sit on the same road together and praise Jesus together. It's a little different. So to my kids, it's a perfect household and it works for us. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
absolutely.
I mean, to me, it's not traditional, but I wouldn't even use the word traditional, honestly.
Okay. Because I wouldn't. I was about to say I wouldn't say my. I mean, if they go by the standard of what they say traditional is, then I am. My children have both their parents within the home. But I really wouldn't consider my husband and myself traditional.
Yeah.
We are literally my husband. We are a blended family.
Yeah.
And with that, we do things a lot differently from how we grew. And this is another thing too. Being married, it takes how I grew up is different from how my husband grew up.
Correct.
So I don't want to put on him what my family did because it's not the same with his family. So trying to blend it in.
Yeah.
That's what makes, because people think, when we get married, we married the perfect person. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I used to think that watching Element with my mom and my dad, with my mama, I used to sneak home from school pretending I was sick just so I can go home because I knew that me and her would go watch Element. Sitting on the couch while we eat our snacks and stuff. And we used to see the men, romancing and things like that, taking the woman out. And I'm just like, I love my husband to life, but my husband's not like that.
Neither is mine.
Yeah. He's romantic. He's romantic. You're romantic in your own way, but King, but it's not the same way.
It's different. Not the same way. Don't get offended because at the end of the day, we all different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different. So I'm not expecting, the things that was done back in the day for me to apply that now. No, because at the end of the day, we didn't have.
It's not the same.
We didn't have cell phones like that back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
No. The only person had a cell phone with her.
She didn't have no cell phone.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I used to take her phone.
Oh, thief. Oh, okay. My bad.
When she was asleep, she had an AT&T. I remember that.
Jesus. The one that you play Snake on. When you play Snake on.
That's a whole nother thing.
That was a Nokia.
Oh, was it? I just
no. I had AT&T, but that's when I was paying my own bills when I had.
Oh, okay.
AT&T was the one that I had to get rid of the AT&T because they was checking me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was clocking.
Yeah, because that was gonna be the next. That was gonna be the next one. Like, what makes your family traditional?
He bought me a cell phone, and remember he was like,
"Was it Cricket?"
No,
I mean not Cricket.
It was with his line, whatever line he had.
Oh yeah,
and he was seeing what time I was on the phone talking to boys.
Overprotected, and you know what? I don't. No, and you know what? It's
what he said.
I said that
it's not overprotected when you come to girls. When it comes to girls,
it's not a such thing as overprotected stuff. Especially the type of foolishness that goes on in this world. There's no such thing as
to girls. Now that's a fair question because you remember we used to have this conversation with Daddy a whole lot as far as the difference between females and males. You want to go there?
I go there. I understand that women shouldn't be out there past a certain time. No. Why? Because
think on that. Think on that real quick.
Because a lot of women don't think as men. You know what I'm saying? We know when we can protect ourselves. Y'all need a protector. Facts. So again, why would y'all protect?
But then you know what? This also goes into it's a different time now.
It is.
It's a different time now, and women are business owners. Women are entrepreneurs. Women are literally doing a whole lot. So you can't possibly say, can be a good thing and bad. Yes, absolutely. Like I say, I used to laugh and fun that my dad was overprotective or my mom was overprotective, but guess what? I know now that it was all out of love.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate that love because it's like now I'm probably overprotective parent to my children. They're like, Mama don't let me do this. TT let me do this, but Mama don't let me do this. But it's just like that's me because like you said, I see what goes on in the world. But don't get me wrong, like there are certain things that how we were brought up traditionally wise with our dad, I probably wouldn't do with my girls.
Because if I'm being totally honest.
Here you go. There you go.
Who are watching?
Come on. Everybody named Mama.
If I'm being totally honest.
She right clear though, y'all. Here you go.
Let's be real.
Because the type of things that I was doing, I needed the protection.
Yeah.
I needed to be protected. I needed someone to stand in the gap because I think back, as now that I'm saved, I put myself in a lot of positions that I should not have been in. Had I had the protection that my dad was trying to provide to me, I would not have, have those bad memories in my head that I can't get out of. So it's needed. We think that we have it all together and we are grown and at a certain age, but sometimes, I needed it, and I regret the fact that I rejected that at some point in my life when I was actually somebody could have been there to actually protect me from those things. And I tell
whether learning the hard way or taking the long way around.
Yeah. I wouldn't advise it if I would have. I wish I would have listened to people that were giving me those flags, telling me stop. Don't go there. Instead of me trying, what? Let me see what's in there.
Yeah.
Inquisitive. Trying to. I want to see. I want to know what it feel like. Like you don't, but not understanding that you don't have to experience everything. Sometimes you can just learn. Hey, Shonda told me don't go down that road. She must have been down there, so don't go there. So it's sometimes some of those in those moments, like in my saved life, like back then I didn't understand it. I didn't really grasp the concept of him doing that. But even with my children, they probably say I'm overbearing. They probably say I'm a little overprotective because my kids don't go nowhere. They don't stay in nobody's house. They can stay here. That's about it. A poppy house, or that's just as far as that goes. And I can understand that. So when we were just, as we were just speaking of before, you say your parents say you'll see it again, or you'll understand when you have your kids. I understand because I'm not free with my kids. Talk freely and do what you want. Absolutely not. Like Lorenzo and DeMarquise know better. Boop boop boop. Okay, in their mouth. Don't play with me. But you got to understand, like I'm not saying I'm doing it right. It might not be the correct way. And when my kids get older, they might say the same thing we saying. Like, Mama, that just wasn't right. And to be honest, I do have those conversations with my son. Like I have conversations. I had a conversation with him the other day, and I was like, DeMarquise, just tell my baby's name. How do you feel about when I chastise you when I have conversations with you about your little brother? Because my kids are 10 years apart. Don't judge me, okay? So I have a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old, so it's a little different. So I have conversations with him, and I'm like, oh well, what do you feel about when your mama has to tell you, DeMarquise, don't do this or don't do that? Or I sit down and have conversations with him. Hey, let's have a conversation. Let's talk. He's like, Mama, sometimes, and that hurt me. It's like, Mama, sometimes I feel like you just jump on me and you don't really listen. Like you don't know what really happened. Like you just kind of just go off, and that hurt me because I just thought I was the best listener.
Oh wow!
The best parent ever. That kind of pierced me and it turned a little bit. So I was just like, wow, when you think that you're doing everything right, you don't know until you ask that child.
Yeah.
We thinking we got our chests puffed up, I'm the best mama ever,
Yeah, that's the child. Ask the child. I just said that some time ago. I was like, y'all want to know if you've been a good parent? Ask your children.
And I asked Lorenzo the same thing. He's like, Mommy, you yell at me a lot, Mommy. I'm like,
he probably needs
get over it now, Blair.
But here's the thing: I don't really whip my kids though. So my
your voice.
Yeah, my voice is the discipline. Like do look and see. It's in my mama says in your voice. You gotta get clear it out. Yeah. So he's like, Mom, you yell at me. I'm like, but you don't listen. And I get tired of saying the same thing over and over again. So I have to figure out different ways on how to better parent my kids because my husband really doesn't believe. He doesn't believe in disciplining our kids either. So his form of punishment is, go do some exercises or go stand in the corner. That wasn't for us.
Yeah, so, I ain't seen no corner.
Yes, listen.
I ain't never seen no corner.
Books, what? Do it. Go do some push-ups. What? know what that is. But that's our form of punishment for our kids. But for him to say that hurt me. So I had to reevaluate myself and go back and pray to God and be like, Lord, show me how to be a better mother to my children, because I'm thinking, hey, I'm doing better than what the daddy doing. At least I'm actually actively disciplining them. But to them, they was like, Mama, that's not working. Like, you don't fully listen.
That's not something we even had growing up. Like, we couldn't ask that. I remember, and I'm gonna get to our teacher's question. I remember telling my dad that I was like, I don't feel like, what was it? I said, I think we need to go talk to somebody. I said, I think we need to go see a therapist. And this was like, I'm young. I don't know nothing about no therapist, but I think I see this somewhere on TV. And my dad was like, you have a roof over your head. You have this, you have that. And I'm just like, no. But it's like being able to express ourselves the way that our children are able to. I'm like, y'all truly blessed. Because my mama, if she tell you to do something, you say but something, you get slapped in the mouth.
Okay.
Like, that's just how she did. And that goes actually to Shanika's question. Do y'all think being overprotective parents cause the kids to be sneaky? I was the sneaky child.
It don't cause y'all to be sneaky. Y'all are really sneaky. Again.
Lies. Lies.
Parents are not crazy.
Sorry, Mama.
They're always
sorry.
They're being protected for a reason because they know they child.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it causes them. Well, it might cause them to be sneaky, but at the same time, like, I have open communications with my children. Like, I have moments. Okay, let's talk about it. Like, I'll go jump on his bed, turn the TV off, turn the game off. Let's have a conversation, because my children are not. They're not just come up. Hey, Mama. I have boys. They're not gonna do that. So I have to go and physically insert myself and be like, hey, what's going on? You know, my daddy used to take the phones and my mom take the phones and go through the phones and figure it out. But these days they know how to delete stuff, and it's so they find ways to get rid of information. I don't know where they get this from. I'm not technically inclined, but I know how to sit down and have a conversation. So I sit down and I talk to them to get in their heads, because if not, these kids don't really talk these days. Everything is on there. They're always on their phones or on the TV and in social media. Like they don't.
But if you don't engage into that, if you don't engage, and that's one thing. But you know what? I was about to say, if you don't engage, and it will require them to be sneaky. But I can say that my dad was in everything, like and I was still like, I was sneaky because my siblings was allowed to do things that I wasn't allowed to do.
I wasn't doing that.
You were doing a lot that I wasn't allowed to do because I was the youngest, and because and like I said, by me being the youngest, I was more observant to my family, in what I did. But when my dad would tell them yes and tell me no, guess what? I'm gonna be like, okay, well, let me figure out why they said no. Like, that was my thing. But to our teacher's point, like, I thought that they were overprotective, which is why I was sneaky, because I wasn't allowed to do the things that I wanted to do, which is why I was sneaky.
That's very big of you.
But yeah, I was sneaky.
I was too, though.
Yeah. Because it's like, you don't want them to know, but you are, like, even boyfriends, like, we weren't allowed to date. You dated, probably.
I dated. Yeah, I wasn't
allowed. We
dating.
Yeah, but we weren't allowed to date. Not like that. And because we weren't allowed to date, or I'm gonna say I wasn't allowed to date, because boys, I don't know what the deal that is. But I wasn't allowed to, because I wasn't allowed to date, I snuck and had boyfriends because
you stuck.
Yeah, I did.
Pluck.
I did. I started early singing, and I think I started, maybe, I want to say middle school. I started my first sneak because we had to wear long skirts all the time, and I was sneaking, like, wearing pants. Like, that was the first time, and I was like, oh yeah, this feels good. So when I got in high school, I was like, I wanted a boyfriend, so I snuck and did that. I was, because for our parents didn't explain. Like, they said it, and that was supposed to be word. That was supposed to be gospel. No sex before marriage. Why you can't have sex before marriage? Because I said so. That's not really the definition. If I say, oh, I'm feeling this type of way, and you don't have that answer, like I said, I needed more in depth.
She needed more answers than the bland answer that she had.
Yeah, because that didn't work for me. Like, I needed to know. And
in other words, she wanted to know, how come I just can't have sex? Because you're gonna get pregnant, and then you're not gonna have anything. Well, not forget that you don't have enough money to take care of baby. You don't have enough money to get diapers. You don't have enough money to get baby oil.
This was all true.
So therefore, at the end of the day, that's the reason why.
Now we know that. Thank you.
Yeah, so I think even in that, like, my oldest is 16.
A whole nother thing.
So, like, if I'm being totally honest, like my daddy was like, he can have those conversations.
Yeah.
Me, people was laughing at me at work. They're like, "You ain't talk to your son." I'm like, girl, no, I ain't gonna talk to him about that. That ain't my calling. That ain't my ministry. Okay, where's Poppy or Daddy? Somebody else had this conversation because I'm not doing it. So, but I have to understand too. I have to make myself ready because my son considers me as his confidant, like somebody he can come and talk to. So ready or not, you gotta have this conversation. But it's hard because he's a boy.
Because if you think about it, okay, you have that. Can you even? And this is literally no shade. We love our parents to life. We love them to life. Which parent would you say that you felt like was a confidant for you?
When it comes to that,
like. Okay, that because I feel like Stink can talk to you about anything.
Yeah, he does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, which parent would you say that you felt like that with?
My dad.
Daddy? I knew she was gonna say daddy.
Yeah.
I knew.
Who would you? I think you might say mama. You think mama?
Yeah.
At that time,
it was mama. Yeah.
At that time, it was mama.
Boys and they mama.
Like,
no. Watch this though. When I grew up,
it started being daddy.
Well, yeah, I think it switched for me too. So, like when I was younger, like daddy is a good person to talk to be honest.
Absolutely,
like,
he'll go to sleep on me.
He'll go sit in that chair, put his feet up. Y'all ears, and he
all ears in sleep. But he'll listen though. My daddy,
he worked hard.
I love my daddy. Until the day he will hear you until he can't hear no more.
Well, that's probably your conversation. He was asleep on me.
Yeah,
when the females came, when we came, he was all ears because he wanted to know
what he was trying to move everything up.
Yeah, he moved everything. Let's talk. I hated that too, and I think that was kind of scary too. I hated those moments. We had a lot of family meetings. A lot of family meetings.
I got a confession.
You started the family meetings?
I tried to start family meetings.
Why?
They won't do it.
I said we gotta have a family meeting. For what?
I'm like,
yeah, that's all I got.
Because we need to discuss
the issue that we had.
We have things to discuss.
No. I do. I promise you, every single time in growing up, and I'm getting triggered just talking about it. Right? My dad would also be coming like, family meeting. I'm like, oh dang, I'm trying to think of what I did. You probably did something. I probably did, but I don't even remember. I'm just like, dang, another family meeting, usually a meeting about church or somebody did something wrong.
And it's usually him.
Yeah, usually Reggie.
But
I feel like Reggie got away with a lot.
Oh
boy.
Good.
No, Reggie got stained face.
I got stained.
He did. He got beans.
I feel like you got away with a lot.
He got
I think he just kind of like slid under the table.
Well, I was an angel.
Well,
I think that he was so busy focused on me and him, he forgot about you.
Really?
And you just started getting away with stuff.
He didn't forget about Sean.
No, he did. After he stopped worried about you.
I feel like I was hindered a lot because of you.
Talk, baby. Wow. Speaking of,
I was hindered a lot. I remember that I got my driver's license before you. I was supposed to. I did the test and I passed. But Daddy told me that because you didn't have yours, I couldn't get mine.
I was slower than you.
So I had to wait on you?
No.
He just didn't want his junior.
That wasn't me. That was your daddy.
And then they take charge next time.
He couldn't.
I got my license now. It don't matter. Jeez. But I'm just saying, like,
but, you know, at the end of the day, it's a certain thing that he wanted to, you know what I'm saying, had a perception of. He didn't want me, you know what I'm saying, to feel bad that my baby sister got a job like
feel
that.
But it hindering you.
But it never bothered me none.
Oh, you see the light now.
It bothered you.
You see the light? Because I knew good well that, you know what I'm saying, that I was moving kind of like a little different. I was moving differently.
I'm not infected. I got papers.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I was moving differently. And
that's true.
And to the fact is that he knows good well that Shonda was the smartest one, the fastest of learning. And the fact is that he probably didn't want to make that project over me, but he probably didn't know that it didn't bother me like that. Because I congratulated my baby sister being smart. If she did something before me, I never was, man, how she get a big head self? You know what I'm saying? Nah. Hey, go ahead. Shoot, you did something I couldn't do, G. Congratulations. Go ahead, do. But nah. The heck nah.
Yeah, I think the same thing too. Our teacher that when parents don't give the explanation, it does make us wonder a whole lot more. And that's something that I kind of do with my, because I said one thing that I wanted to say, because I got the girls when I finally got my boy, but I said that I wanted to establish now with my girls, like have a conversation with them, be open. But now my daughter, Jaslyn takes advantage of that, and she talks a lot. But I still like I give her that space. So just in case it's something important, then I'm still like we still get in the loop. But I want her to know that, and I try, like I remember how that felt for me to get only small information. So I try to be open. Like my daughter's asking me about when she turned 21. I'm like, girl, you just 6. Like, let's take our time. Talking about boyfriends, and I'm just like, girl, you only 6. Let's take our time. And I'm just like, I don't want to shut her down. Like, you don't even get no boyfriend. So I give the expression I give her is wait till you get to at least 30. 21, 20, because she was like, oh, I can get married at 21. I'm like, no, I would not advise anyone to get married at 21 because you're still young. My sister did that to me. She sabotaged a lot of her. I thought I was in love. And I thank you. She did. I thank the Father that she did do that, because we think that we know so much, even being teenagers, and we like, oh, this is the love of my life. Now, some people get that, but a lot of times, most people do not. And it's just you're infatuated with because like I said, I couldn't date. So I'm infatuated with dating because that was something I was told I couldn't do. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to love Johnny Joe. I'm about to love this person, but was I really ready? I would honestly say no.
Thank you for being honest.
I would honestly say no. Like I can be honest and say that a lot of things, and I do agree with you that I think that if I would go back in time, and if I could, like I don't regret nothing because where I am, I thank the Father for where I am now. But I wish I would have took advantage of a lot more things then. That it probably would have set me up a lot better now. Like I wouldn't have to go through the struggles and all these things. So
now we learning. We learning. Now we take accountability at the age of 30 and older. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. It took us a long time, but now we here. Talking from the bottom, huh?
Yeah, that's how it goes though. But being open to that, and I hope that someone, like I said, this is for 18 and up, that if you are a teenager, like you're just now getting to college, like do not despise
your parents teaching you.
Yeah, I promise you, it's gonna come back up.
And like us, shiny, beautiful individuals who look like they've never been anything, never been through anything. I mean, that's the result of it. That's how I tell people at the end of the day. They say, "Why you look so young? How you look so young?"
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you this. I tell people all the time.
Yeah,
my daddy didn't let me go out to clubbing. My daddy didn't let me smoke. My daddy didn't let me smoke crack. My daddy didn't let me go to clubs. He didn't let me invite women. So at the end of the day, when the end result comes to this, because your parents don't allow you to do certain things that people do, that's what you get at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You're starting to look the way how you look. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, even with even with my girl, you know what I'm saying, even with my my daughter, you know what I'm saying, I try to protect her too. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, yeah, I allow her to speak up. You know what I'm saying? Anything she wants to speak on. She's open. You know what I'm saying? I want her to speak on it because at the end of the day, I wouldn't know unless she does. Now, if it's something stupid, I'm gonna tell my daughter, I'm gonna say, Dominique, we ain't doing this, baby. We ain't doing this, mama, and I love you. But she's that
bombastic side eye.
Oh well. Okay, Dominique. And then, like I say, she's always free to express herself. I don't ever deprive her of that. You know what I'm saying? Again, unless she's coming off the cuff saying something she ain't gonna be saying. And then you can correct it.
Because it's still a respect.
Yeah, it's still respect. But she gives the respect. She's respectful when she needs to. She say, you know what, Dad, I'm gonna die down. She's capable of doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thankful of. You know what I'm saying? She know how to set that boundary, know how to know when and when not to. You know what I'm saying? It's never more so just always going in and being disrespectful. Heck no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She just knows how to. If you got those kids that know how to set that boundary, you good. You ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got kids,
do have some children that go too far.
That don't know how to bring it back. Yeah. I make sure I let my daughter know. I said, we bring that back, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell her bring it back, and she understands that. You know what I'm saying? That's just our relationship. But I'm guaranteed it wasn't my parents' relationship at all. You know what I'm saying? The way how me and my daughter, we conversate. You know what I'm saying? Or me and my sons, we conversate. We conversate on a totally different level. You know what I'm saying? They'll open up to me. So how you think about this? What you think about that? You know what I'm saying? And I give them that advice. I'm not going to sit there, talk to your mama. Oh, no. We're going to talk about this. Let's be open. Again, be open with your children. You know what I'm saying? Be more open. Facts. At the end of the day, because you are depriving them if you're not being specifics and detail on the things that they try to figure out and they need an answer from you from. Be detailed. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to throw out the subject to somebody else. No.
I think it's sometimes they feel like maybe you're not ready for that, that most times I think it's the parent that's not ready for those type of conversations. So it's like they try to put it off as much as possible. For me, I'm saying dating, I got girls, so time for ministry. I don't know, like I'm not mentally prepared for that, but I know that I will be eventually. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot. And they also said it takes a nation. Most people say villages, we say nation.
Mm-hmm.
It takes people in your that'll be able to come and help. Now, don't get it twisted. When it comes to her children, she does an absolute wonderful job, and she's actually a great TT, and she helps me. She helps me, with the girls. I'm like, okay, girl, we got prom, we got how to do, we got, because these people are expensive. So let's be real. Even conversations like having the people in place, like when we talked about the little ranges of who's in your circle, I have to make sure that even my children, and let's talk about that. Your children have the right people in their circles, in their ears, because you don't want somebody telling your child something different from what you're telling them, because then that messes up how you're training your child. And I try to always be mindful of that too. That's why I'm always ear hustling. Like, okay, what you telling my daughter? No, that we don't talk about that. That's not where we get now. What my sister children can watch, my children cannot watch. What somebody else, and that's all part of, like, we build our own tradition. Like my sister's tradition is not like mine in our family. My brother's is not like mine. And it just, you have to be mindful of that and be respectful as well. But like I said, figure out who's in your circles when it comes to your family. These are my siblings. We don't talk every day, but when we get together, we go cut up.
It's a whole situation when we're together. Because at the end of the day, we understand the fact that we're different. At the end of the day, we're totally different. The fact is that, you know what I'm saying, that so we respect that.
Yeah, you know what? I want to say that that's kind of like how our family, because like I said, I have daughters, and all of my daughters, they're different, right? Each child, and that's what our teacher, that's why each child is dealt with differently. I literally learned that the hard way when it came to my children. Like, I wanted to treat Jasmine like I treated Liz, or Liz how I treat Giselle, but they're different. Jasmine has a very different personality from Liz. Liz is more quiet, so I can't treat Liz how I would treat Jasmine. Even like how most times we force our children to wear the same thing to be twins, and I'm just like, and I do have, my friend is a twin, but we force our children to dress alike. But I had to begin to even separate that. I'm like, okay, Liz, what is it that you like? What is it that, and Jasmine may like dancing and theater and things like that. Liz like rainbows. She like, she loves rainbow. She's my rainbow baby. Different. So she likes they're very different. And Giselle, I feel like is me now. Like, she's bold, she's boisterous, they call her boss baby. She just on 10 for, and you have to be mindful of that as well. You can't treat every child the same. We're not the same, of course. Like, although we're like different stages. That too. And but that was even different even within growing up. Like, us as women, we had to be in the house. He was put outside, cut the grass, all of the stuff.
I stayed out late. I didn't get into about 10.
I wanted to be outside. He just wouldn't let me.
Because you're a woman,
That's gonna be a whole nother conversation. But we gotta get into that.
Different. Women need protection. Men don't need protection.
What you gotta do with me working outside?
Nowadays, now don't say that, because nowadays men do. We have men dying of shootings, so y'all still need to be protected as well. Yeah. And I think that's something that we talk about. Remember we talked about this as far as like men versus women, and I know I don't want to hold y'all up too long. So men typically, they hold in a whole lot, and they don't want to be vulnerable. They feel like they have to be these protectors. Okay. But it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with
it. And even as women, like we people, they deem us as emotional and vulnerable. But when them things, when the what they say, the fan hit the ceiling, we gonna be there. We some rocks.
Y'all some rocks. Heck yeah, but protection. Come on now. Let's set the standard straight. Y'all need these people come here and start pounding some face in when them dudes start acting disrespectful to y'all. Yeah, y'all need that protection. Yeah.
What?
You need protection.
From what?
Men that don't think like your man. Men that don't have the intellect that want to.
They're trying to take advantage.
Take advantage, or just don't have the perfect mindset to even want to have the same type of chemistry as your man. they don't think like you, man. So yeah, you need the protection because your man realizes that he don't think like me. He don't love you like I love you. He ain't gonna look out for you. So at the end of the day, yeah, you need the protection. Protection is needed.
We're gonna have to come back on that subject.
Yeah, please.
That's a subject we definitely want, and we definitely want to give men perspectives on that. But like I said, we don't want to hold y'all up late. I hope y'all enjoyed this family time with me and my siblings. Let me know if y'all want a part 2, and we will definitely do a part 2. And whatever topic that y'all want to bring forth, let us know, and we'll talk about it. Like I said, we don't what we don't do. We're transparent. We're honest. We're gonna be open. And we gonna let y'all know the real. But my brother said he want a part 2. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
This is fun.
And we'll think about it. But I'm so glad to have y'all hear me. How does it feel being on Step Out?
It's fun.
It's fun. She's trying to be all shy and quiet.
I don't do social media like live stuff.
So. Okay. What do you think? What do you think about it?
I like your platform. It's a beautiful platform. It really is. I'm not just saying that because at the end of the day, you took a step out to really just create. Everybody can't do that. And that's what you did out of all 3 of us. And I commend you upon that. The fact is that you really stepped out and really put yourself out there like this. You take out the time to buy the mic. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, my sisters are like no other. Both of them are different, but they're like no other. At the end, I brag about them a lot because there's something there when I'm not. At the end of the day, I'm like, I ain't wishing to be that, but the fact is that they are part of me to who they are. I like that.
Well, thank you, brother.
I like the greatness they are.
We appreciate you too.
You know,
are you just talking about part 2? Part 2.
I can say they're my sisters. They're my sisters. You know what I'm saying?
So part 2. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining us in tonight, and I hope that y'all have been blessed on tonight. If you have any questions, please message. We will try to do a part 2 if I can get them back out here in the Step Out room. Be great. We love you, Dominique. We love you so much. Yeah. But we hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Have a great week. We will not meet next Monday because that is the 1st, but I'll try to put something out there for you all. I hope y'all have a great week. See you on the second Monday, same time, same place, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all have a great evening.
That was fun. Hope y'all enjoyed it.
Y'all have a great night. Shalom.